I want to talk to you about what's going on with Othello.
What do you mean?
Word travels fast in this business.
So you went...
Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV.
When you jump into the 70s or 80s eras in NBA 2K, you'll have the opportunity to add the...
I've always wondered this, Brent, for the players, do they approach these early season games any differently than a game in, say, April?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I think you're still not in tip-top shape. You're still trying to figure out any additions to the roster that have been made in the offseason, and you're trying to find your own personal rhythm as to how this season is going to get started. So the approach for sure early on in the season is different than when you get to springtime.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. Then it's MP, and it's Banton in at the 2. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks. Mark Daigneault and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a unique frame at his size and an intriguing scorer.
MP outside. Barnes outside, out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. MP finds Siakam. Raptors need to get a shot. MP fires from way outside. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. To the inside. Holmgren with the steal. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
You wonder what it's going to be like when Bazley puts everything together. Such a tough cover.
Brent, the lead up to the 2019 draft was an interesting time for Darius Bazley.
Yeah, here's one of those players who opted out of going to college and ended up working for a shoe company prior to going to the draft a year before. Talked about going the G League route, but trained on his own, got himself ready, and he's showing some steady improvement here.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And this Thunder team in desperate need of a veteran. Someone on their way out that can still be productive and provide some leadership for the young guys.
Barnes can't get it to go. And here are the Thunder now. Pass to Dort. Here's Giddey. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bazley. Tries again. And Holmgren finishes inside.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
MP against Dort. And Siakam gets it to go on the assist by MP. Siakam's got his third bucket of the night. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. So now, how does Oklahoma City, Greg, get back into the mix in the Western Conference?
Kevin, it's going to be tough. Just so much inexperience on the roster right now. Keeping the core here, yeah, but experienced players to fill out that roster.
Here's MP. Following the basket by Lou Dort. MP finds Siakam.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Pass to Giddey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. And Giddey gets it to go.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
For Siakam and finds him. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Pokusevski's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander against Flynn. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
I'd like to see Gilgeous-Alexander continue to get more and more consistent from there.
Barnes kicks to MP. To the paint. Here's Siakam. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists tonight.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
Now here's Giddey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the drive. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect.
It's out.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
The Thunder have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Some changes for Toronto. Daddy. Raptors trail by 4. We'll see Dort and Bazley playing it forward. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Holmgren. And it's man in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. On the pass to Dort. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. MP looking around. Barnes passes to MP. Shoots a fader. Dort grabs the miss. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
So it's the Thunder now, after the miss from MP.
For all the rawness and inexperience of Darius Bazley, he's starting to show he's settling in to playing at this level.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Ken Burge has checked in for the Raptors. Passes it to MP. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had 35 points last game out. Now, here's Dort. 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Misses the 3.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. And he's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passes. David, thank you. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Chris Boucher. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank Greg dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
Barnes, good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 7th assist in the game. Oklahoma City's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land, 15 points. And a deep ball for them tonight. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mann. And the three off target. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. The three from MP. Doesn't go for him. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Next step for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him.
And I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander knows that this is an assist play in the making. Finds the open man.
Now, here's MP. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
So both teams changing it up here. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Barnes. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Barnes has got 7 points in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6. Giddey kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Here's Dort. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
Nice D from Porter.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there. The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers.
That does it for the first half of play.
That's the end of the first half with a score. Your Thunder, 46. The Raptors, 52. Ladies and gentlemen, your Thunder, you dancing. ladies and gentlemen, your Thunder.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So for Toronto right now, inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. Then it's MP, and it's Flynn in the point guard.
And Baisley showing up now physically on the boards.
MP passes to Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Assist from.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Giddey the pass to Dort. Here's Baisley. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Back to Dort. This one for 3. Toronto grabs the miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy looks. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Raptors have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
The kick out to Barnes. Pass to Flynn. MP right side. He can't get that one. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
You told me this was the kind of game he was going to have. I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
This team has credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
That one is no good. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
MP passes to Siakam, and Siakam throws it down.
A high-energy wing with a solid all-around skill set. Siakam is developing into a quality go-to scorer.
Pass to Holmgren. Now, here's Dort. Holmgren kicks to Giddey. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren wide open. Misses off the left iron.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
MP against Dort. MP passes to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Outside, Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Giddey with it. Kicks it to Holmgren. Pass to Giddey. Tries from 7. And Holmgren finishes inside. Holmgren's got his second basket.
Now that's got to excite Holmgren's fans. If he keeps improving his handles, watch out.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
A unique type of player, Chet with great length and skill, but the keys to reaching his potential will be durability and improving his strength.
Achua, he's checked in for the Raptors. Toronto leading by 7. Now, MP. With his average of more than 32 points a game, he's giving opponents nightmares with his firepower. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. Hey, Greg, Holmgren is thin, but as we both know, he's very tough.
He's aggressive and willing to take contact at both ends. He's also strong mentally. Can't wait to see what the future holds for this young man.
Giddey, the pass to Baisley. Back to Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Giddey, no one around him. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. The Raptors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. MP against Giddey. Out to the wing. Flynn kicks to MP. To the paint. And it's Bazley with the rebound. Bazley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Flynn. And the 3-ball is good. Dort's got 15 points.
This is the area where Dort has really shown some massive improvement. Great touch from that range.
Giddey against MP. Inside. Holmgren with the steal. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Siakam. Chris Boucher comes in for Achua. And Anunoby subbed in for Scotty Barnes. Oklahoma City had one of the all-time NBA trios, didn't they? Brent, Durant, Harden, and Westbrook. 3 future MVPs. I mean, I don't know that we'll ever see that again.
Yeah, incredible, Kevin. Going to that finals in 2012, and obviously really young and green at that time. Unfortunately, Harden was traded away that summer. They took a hard-line stance, and he was off to Houston. And just think back, would they have won titles together, and how many?
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible.
And the Raptors with the ball. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. They've got Josh Giddey. Also, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander out there. Lou Dort out there with Holmgren. And it's Pokusevski in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Keeping that ball absolutely on a string. Gilgeous-Alexander capable of getting creative.
MP against Giddey. And the dunk by Barnes.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Pass to Giddey. Anunoby against Dort. Now the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Raptors leading by 5. And the dunk by Barnes.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Giddey, all alone. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still gotta be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Back to Barnes. Holmgren with the steal. And the foul called on MP.
Number 30.
That'll be his second foul of the game. Bazley's checked in for Pokusevski. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Giddey. Up top, Dort. Softly drops in the floater. 17 points for Lou Dort.
Dort showing a little bit of touch there and gets aggressive off the dribble.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Fires the 3, and the Thunder another 3.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
MP passes to Siakam.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the...
Substitution on the court.
Giddey with it. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Benton, and he goes in for the dunk.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And stolen by MP. And MP throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Giddey, no good.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And it's blocked. There's 1:26 left to play in the final quarter. Passes it to Muscala. Oklahoma City moving it around. 2 points. That one goes. Giddey's got 6 here in this quarter.
And Giddey hard to corral at his size.
MP outside. He kicks to Barnes. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And the Thunder with some changes. Dort, he's checked in for Muscala. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. Thunder trailing by 13.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Raptors.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Pascal Siakam.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
MP dishes to Flynn. That one falls. And the Raptors lead by 13.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Yep, that one goes.
It's funny how much the defense has to focus more on not leaving their man when Giddey has the ball.
Siakam kicks to MP. Back to Siakam. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way.
Oh, I'm hearing you're thinking about staying after all.
Yeah, things got a little emotional the other day, and look, I'm not saying you can't do the whole good soldier routine, but listen, I just don't want to leave anything up to.
We start small.
Okay.
I'll set up a meeting with John Luck. You can tell him.
Great team win tonight. How were you guys able to operate so efficiently on?
Oh, man. I feel like when I play my game, man, we tough to beat out there. You know, I get a lot of defensive attention, so if I can make the right pass off that, bam.
myself and staying out the way. Always on my lonely cause I can't change. Seeing how they talking and I'm outraged. Taking care of me, don't need a
I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island.
Yeah.
Tell me, can we
shout it, then I get lost in the abyss. I'm a quiet, but I like to talk my. You could bet I'm in my head, but you could bet I'm. Look, these be my sons. Without me, they be done. Where the would you get all your Mubo pictures from? That's why I've been living on this island with my. Ignoring all these, cause my energy is priceless.
I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island. Tell me, can we
keep it to myself and staying out the way. Always on my lonely cause I can't change. Seeing how they talking and I'm outraged. Taking care of me, don't need it. Look, my energy is priceless. Told my Jula ice this. I'm way too decisive. Don't catch that ego-itis. When I'm up in London, everybody say your highness. Not because I'm royal, but because I do my thing. Born for this like Matt Dane. Red whip look like Chastain. People be so phony, that's why I be on my lonely. People be so phony, that's why I be on my lonely.
I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island.
People be so phony, that's why I be on my lonely. People be so phony, that's why I be on my lonely. Lonely people be so phony, that's why I be on my lonely. Lonely, lonely. Born for this like Matt Dane. Red whip look like Chastain. Born for this like Matt Dane. Red whip look like Chastain.
Ooh, where about it? Hasta que la bomba de Puchacale, all in the woo. Where about it? We dripping till I see no matter to my rise running, yeah. くだらない大人の得しかと前髪より気にしろ仕事仲間たちと遊ぶの仕事こんな奴らいないなぜどこも
Feel so yeah, rollerblades to the game. On my way, how you feel? Yeah, I say you feel so good. I just coach it talking so shut the distance. So gotta wear, tuition I gotta live. Ay, go ni shita lama sunny naga little flow. Waki de lu idea like a waterfall. When it up, gotta fight, or they coast so suit low. Magic, ooh, oh my god, then more people walk along. What is God? Kanji lu, hey, 楽しみますこれ一番大事は笑えるかだろ
Ooh, where about it? Hasta que la bomba de Puchacale, all in the woo. Where about it? We dripping till I see no matter to my rise running, yeah. くだらない音仲間たちと遊ぶの仕事こんなやつこも死ぬまで止まらず running at the band right かけできないことない見てきたトップから大変まだですにもまれて大変 Yeah しない時代ラッパー最高最強絶対9割あがニューチェーン増して額2倍頭3歳でもなんか大人 Hold it back メリークファッションショー年にあってね格のマンション紹介されるどっかの旅社長暴れすぎて取れる台も OK ない忙しすぎ毎日起きないから飛んでく北海道革命家でラップの松尾場所をかましてるウィミ毎日フォーショー
Legs, hey, get my paper, yeah, やらんほうがましいと見たか立ち持ってたサミぐちぐちバンクしてオイル漏れてる君ぐしゃぐしゃバックなんか急ぎ乗る新幹線ね人のせいに呼吸しなクレイジー真ん中ポケ夢を持つべき旅あの子は4個上話戻る行きたいもう苦しいからもう一回ねほら頑張ってこれがったチェーン全然ねえから頑張ってライフ教科書とか全然ねえ先生あげる戦って負け100ダメージとか慣れて風今上がってでっかいステージの上に
Ooh, where about it? Hasta que la bomba de Puchacale, all in the woo. Where about it? We dripping till I see no matter to my rise running, yeah. くだらない大人の得しかと前髪より気にしろ仕事仲間たちと遊ぶの仕事こんな奴らいないな絶対どこも
talking. Yeah. Yeah. New coupe, take off, cause I know this ain't gon' hand that new suit, yeah, big boss, I'm knowing I ain't here, not a young thing, double back twice in a row, 3-3, planes all in my home, first street, tell it loud when I make a song, let my brother day, she be all on me like, she need me, I don't need you at all, she believe me, she be mad every time when I really ain't know, got me posted all alone where the slums be, lot of money on the line, what I'm going for, you don't stick with me now, long run, you will see, don't go, take off, continue that they lying, that they saying that they seen me, no so, yeah, big boss, and I ain't telling business, I'm a big B, yeah, talking about you, told her just splash whole lot of water on me, why we RACE, no coupe, take off, cause I know this I ain't gon' hand that new suit, yeah, big boss, I'm knowing I ain't here, not a young thing, double back twice in a row, 3-3, planes all in my home, first street, tell it loud when I make a song, let my brother day, Swift, yeah, show her how to get the money, oh, Jimmy showing, yeah, big old player, tryna get in her heart with no call, chopping around, ain't right how you using your tone, man right now, check out how I'm living, I just went and got another, millions in the bank, got another million flow, 1.3 in each state, add it up if you can't count, $250,000 chain, $250,000 car, wow, I know how to get it in my mama house, $1 million business, I ain't never turning down, me and Casey, yeah, new coupe, take off, cause I know this I ain't gon' hand that new suit, yeah, big boss, I'm knowing I ain't here, not a young thing, double back twice in a row, 3-3, planes all in my home, first street, tell it loud when I make a song, let my brother day,
Like I'm about to park, I'm going through a lot. Can't wait till my doors is crazy how life they live like a drive. Wait till you figure out you need gas. Nice car speed when you tryna get by. Then them stop at yellow light lane. Get up in your lane without saying hi. You're real if you pop it, they think holding your back. But keep you at the front if you use it right. Gon' switch, shit when they get dark. Can everybody dip? You get it out back. And they reappear, voila. The money don't come, gon' switch. And when they get dark, then everybody dip. You get it out back. And they are reappear. Passengers always talk about your ride. Then they turn around and ask for a ride in. Everybody cross over sunny lines just to come back to the other side. Looking at what cause traffic, that cause traffic, but it ain't no traffic at the right time. Man, look, the money don't come, gon' switch. Shit when they get dark, then everybody dip. You get it out back, and they reappear, voila. The money don't come, gon' switch. And when they get dark, then everybody dip. You get it out back, and they are reappear.
Hold on, hey, Casey, pause. I'm gonna add one part.